Hey guys, it's Lydia here, and for today's video I'm going to be doing an all levels stretching routine. Whether you're a beginner or more flexible, this stretching routine is definitely going to benefit you. So I hope you enjoy this video. Let's dive in. Alright, so for the warm-up we're going to start out with a wide stance, and you're just going to be doing 10 side lunges on each leg. So touch one heel and the other. Okay, so for the next warm-up exercise, you're going to go down into a squat, come up, do a snap kick with one leg, come down, kick with the other. And this is just going to warm up your hips in the squat and then your hamstrings in the kick. And you can take your kicks a little lower if you'd like. So for the last warm-up move, we're just going to be doing some scissor jacks. So that's where your arms come in front of you instead of overhead. Kind of warms up your shoulders a little more. Alrighty, so now let's go down to the ground for some stretches. Okay, so for this first stretch, we're going to go into a pigeon pose. So that is where your back leg is straight like a split and your front leg is bent in. And if this is enough of a stretch for you, you can just stay up here like this. But if you want a little more of a stretch, go down to the ground. Bend your leg in and try to lean back towards your leg to get a good back stretch in. You can always grab onto your leg with your arm, try to pull it closer to you. This is also a good quad stretch. Into a lunge. So come up, place your hands on your knees and just hold it here. Should be a really good hip flexor stretch. And you want to try to pull this back leg to the ground and make sure that this knee isn't going over your toe like this. You want it to be just above it. On the ground and grab your back foot and try to pull it closer to you for another good quad stretch. Straighten out your front leg and reach over top of it for a hamstring stretch. And as you're doing this stretch, you want to make sure to always pull your chest closer to your knee, not your head, because that's going to kind of round your back and it's not going to give you as good of a stretch. And pretty much for every hamstring stretch, you want to try to keep your back flat and reach your chest towards your legs. Alrighty, so then come out of that stretch and we're going to repeat all those stretches on the other leg, starting with the pigeon pose. Bending in your leg. And then come into your lunge. Back leg for the quad stretch. Every time you exhale, try to go deeper into the stretch. And finally, straighten out your leg, keeping a flat back. Okay, so then we're going to go up into a downward dog, and you should really be feeling a good stretch in your hamstrings, and try to keep a flat back and try to push your head through your hands to get a good shoulder stretch as well. Into a seal stretch with a lean back, stretching out your back. And then go into a child's pose. And for this child's pose, I want you to keep your knees together. If you have your knees apart, it stretches out your hips more. And if your knees are together, it stretches out your back more. Alrighty. Okay, so then we're going to stretch out our shoulders. So you're going to start out by reaching behind you and making sure that your hands are very close together, if not touching. And then all you're going to do is just scoot your hips down as low as you can go and hold it there, and you should be feeling a really good stretch in your shoulders. And if you're not, it's probably because your hands aren't together. So you want to make sure they're no more than a few inches apart. Okay, so now we're going to go into a bridge. So for a modified version, what you're going to do is just come into kind of a glute bridge. So lift your hips up like this to stretch out your back. And if you can do a bridge, just come up into one, pushing through your hands and your hips, and try to straighten out your legs. Alright, so for this next stretch, we're going to do a bridge again. This time I want you to walk your hands and feet as close together as you can. So come up, trying to walk your hands and feet as close together as you can. Come out of it. Shake out your arms. And then to lengthen back out our backs as well as stretch out our legs a little bit, just go into a pike stretch. It's okay to arch your back a little more in this one since we are trying to lengthen out your spine. And then for the final stretches, we're going to go into the splits. Even if you don't have the splits all the way down, that's completely fine. I don't have mine yet either. But you're just going to slide one leg out, do the side splits on one leg. Do the side splits on the other leg. Out of it, and finally we're going to do the middle splits. So first you can start with your hands on the ground, and then if you want a deeper stretch, go onto your elbows. Split. And then finally we're going to go into a child's pose, but this time have your knees pointed outward to stretch out your hips more. And come out of it. And that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Tell me in the comments below if you'd like more stretching routines, and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and please check out my other personal channel where I post hair and fashion and vlogs. Alright guys, bye. I hit this camera. Do you know what happened? I filmed like half the video and it wasn't filming. I need a new camera.